Hello, hello. Happy Monday. Took me a couple of minutes. Technology was not my friend today, but I think we're good. So, how is everyone? Hope you had a great weekend. I'm just going to talk for a minute because I know a lot of you don't get notified right away, and I'm sorry. We've got lots of Embellys coming. I hope you really like them because I'm now obsessed. I posted a thing earlier. I should have given it to you here, but I'll put it in the post that talks about what is an Embelly. And some of my comments were, they're kind of like potato chips. And if any of you have been around me when I'm eating potato chips, yeah, you can't just eat one. Hey, Tammy, I just can't make one of these. They come in bunches. They come in lots of. So they're coming. Uh, tonight, remember, you're going to want to go to the blog, which is at karamiller.com, for the information about tonight. It has the supplies that I'm using. There's a coupon code in there to get tonight's Embelly. It's not free, but it's half price. So if you want tonight's Embelly, you can just pop into the website, karamiller.com, look at tonight's blog, and you'll see it. You did, Susan? Oh, yay. Is HSN having a special? I know tomorrow is another craft day, but I haven't paid attention. Hey, Lana. Okay, so let's get started before we lose everybody. This is tonight's, and I decided to use and really enjoy some pattern papers. So these are all the pattern papers from the Best Dressed Designer series. And I love these paper. I just do. I love all the colors. You know that they're all like subtles and they're all kind of my style. Love them all. Okay. So, but sometimes the colors don't always go as well as you wanted. The maker is the special. Yes, it is that. I did see that. This one needs one little thing done to it. So I'm going to take you into Design Space so that you can see what I'm doing. I've already cut out my pieces for tonight, but I want to show you the little something you need to do to this one. Now, if you look really close, you'll see that the banner has a little writing around it. Let me show you the actual banner. But if you don't change it to draw, then it's going to come out and it's going to cut into your banner. And you'd think, well, that's okay. It would just cut the outside. No, it kind of cuts it into pieces. So when you're in Design Space, after you upload it, you're going to want to see where it says cut right there. That's the tiny little detail around the outside. It's right here. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to come over here and change it to draw. Then I'm going to ungroup. I'm not going to touch this at all. I'm going to click draw. I'm going to hold down the shift key and click cut, and I'm going to say attach. Super simple. Now, when you say make it, Design Space is going to say, okay, now I know what you want. I can do that. And when you come in here, and again, this is something I need to do before I get to this point. Because what happens if you don't decide on your color choices and then you get in here, it's kind of hard to imagine what those colors look like, which is what happened to me on the first one. So if you look at this card, my first one, I didn't realize that this much of this would show. I wouldn't have used that before because that's not really a solid, it's not really a design. It just didn't do it. It's okay. I'm not going to redo it, and I'd already cut it, so we'll live with it. But I wish I'd picked out my colors first. So you get here and you think, all right, fine, I'll go back. So go back and now start to pick out your colors. So for example, if you look at the one that I did, if you look at my real card, okay, now come back. In here, this is where that solid background paper goes. You notice it's not a piece that you need to cut because the things that I think you can cut easier with a trimmer, I don't include them in the SVG. You don't need a Cricut to cut you a 4 by 5 1/4 or to cut you the card front. So these two pieces, these two are trimmer cut. It really is so much simpler to do it that way. You just take your 8.5 by 11, cut it at 5.5, score at 4 1/4. Then this is 4 by 5 1/4. So if you're following my plan of how to get your designer series paper ready, the simpler love it, chop it, this tells you how to have everything done. And I'll put this back in the group, in the Facebook. No, I won't. I'll put it in the blog post again in case you missed it before. But if you did that, then you're ready to go. All you need to do is trim off a little bit, a little 5 1/4 piece. So a 3/4 inch piece off of here, and you're good to go. All right. Okay. So these are not part of your design. So back to the design. That means the outline part, the gray. So I did ungroup this, and I can move this around now. So this, it's Whisper White. That's super easy. This gray, that's the background, which is the one I said I wasn't really super excited about. On this card that we're going to make next, I did this as my background. I don't know. We'll see if it's too much. I'll let you choose after we do it. But if that was the case, then I might come up here and change the color to a deep purple. Okay? All right, so then I have this one, this little group of different papers. And maybe it doesn't really matter because they're all kind of together, so it's not really worth worrying about. But if you have it in mind of something that you want, change your colors here. And then when you say make it, and I'm on the Joy because I want to show you that you can use the Joy. You can use any Cricut that uses Design Space. These are just all my colors. But this one, notice, this is the one we changed, and it wants us to draw and cut. Okay? All right, so that's cool. We're done with that. Let's actually put our card together now. We'll move this out of the way. And we'll move little Miss Joy over here. All right, so here's my card base. I'm going to start with that. And this piece. This has some really great paper in it. But I picked the kind of solidish, not so screaming patterns for my background. And now I'm going to build my Embelly. So the first thing I need to do is probably look at the Embelly SVG so I know how to do it. Because it's really kind of hard to imagine how this all goes together if you don't have the picture. So I'm going to put this back together. Okay. That helps a little. So here's the base. Then next I'm going to start with, and I did this wrong before on my other one. I put this together the first time. This is going to go down here. And then this one. See, I really I struggle with this. This one goes here. No, this way goes. This is how it goes. I didn't do it in yellow. It's like, wait, that looks weird. Nope, I can't figure it out. That goes that way. I'm new here. Don't mess with me. There. Okay. Hi, Diane. Seriously, it's not the end of the world. They all kind of go together. The pattern papers are a little much for me. I think I would go, it's kind of like putting a quilt together, and I struggle with that too. I personally, if I were to be happier with this, I would go with some solids in here, some cardstock, and pop them in. But it doesn't matter if I don't have any. The patterns really all go together because they're all from the great Designer Series paper. So you want to see a little peek of that coming through, and then this is going to tuck under here so you don't see the straight end, okay? Pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up. There. But don't glue it down yet, just tuck it under. All right? Then this is going to go under here as well, like so. All right? So the reason you do that is because you've got to figure out where the stamp goes. The stamp fits, but this stamp is from So Sentimental, and it's wishing you much happiness today and always. And then the other thing I did was I grabbed my itty bitty greetings. I really like these, and I found the happy graduation, and that goes right across my banner, okay? And where is this? But I used Lovely Lipstick before, and that's going to be a little bit much. So I'm going to go with Highland Heather on this one. So before I do it, I need to clean it up a little. Yeah, so let's try, hold on. I wanted to show you all the colors, but I also want to try, oh, these things are so little, they don't want to clean. That's the confetti. All right, so let's see if, what I have trouble with when I'm on with you guys is I have to tell the joy to connect to a different way. But let's see if we can cut now all solids, all right? Let's see if it likes our joy this way. I was telling people in the cricket class on Friday night that I tend to cut with the joy using my iPad, but my iPad is being used to broadcast to you right now. All right, so we have that. Let's see what we've got for some colors that we like. And remember, I should have had these all cut into normal sizes, but I need 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's look back here. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, and a shadow, 5, and then my background. Now, I could repeat things. For example, my background paper could be the same that is like this black because it's not touching. There's a shadow here. So let's look at, I thought I would make these with you. I hope you don't think this is too much tonight. First thing I'm going to do is I am going to grab my paper that tells me which ones I want. Basic Gray is 1, Daffodil Delight, Old Olive, Pretty Peacock, Purple Posy. All right, so we got a bunch of colors to choose from. So let me go over here to the colors. You stay right there. I'll be right back. And let's see what we have. So I said I needed 5. Here's some mint. Okay, so there's some mint. What was some of my other colors? Old Olive. I don't know if Old Olive and mint go together, but they are both listed, so okay, maybe. Some Daffodil Delight. I'm coming. Daffodil Delight. And let's see what that does. So here's how you get them ready, all right? So you get your colors. I'm not liking that. Can I just pick my own colors? I like Old Olive. I don't like you guys. I'm not a mint macaron friend ever, as much as I try. I'm not. You know what? I'm going to go with my faves. I'm going to go with the Ornate Garden. Sweet, because honestly, I never go wrong with these. I can always love them. All right. Nope, you want some saffron? I'll just talk to myself here for a minute. All right, so there's 1, 2, 3. I need 5, right? I don't like you. 1, 2, 3. I like you. Ooh, I kind of like you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on, I got it. 5. Okay, are we ready? So, now we get our trimmer. Don't you like it when I have to think on my feet? So I'm going to do the same thing that I showed you in that picture. I'm going to cut this down as a 4-inch strip. Now I know already that I want this to be the background paper, this one. So instead of 6, I'm going to cut this at 5 1/4 because I know that's what it's going to need. And that's going to go right there. All right. So I'll save you because I might use you for something. This is already cut at 4. It needs to be 6. So there's that option. This one needs to be cut at 4. And there's that one. And this is 4. And this one, a couple of ways you can cut this paper. You could cut it this way and cut it at 4, and that would give you another vertical card. So it depends on how you think you might want to use these. All right, there we go. Now we have some paper to work with. Whoops, we need a card base. So we're going to grab our card base and we're going to cut this at 5 1/2, and I'll have 2. And I'm going to score this at 4 1/4. Now, what I suggest, if you have become Embelly obsessed, it's a diagnosis. If you've become Embelly obsessed, I would make myself a bunch of this stuff. I would have this pre-cut in your favorite colors, in designs that you like. Just because you have the paper doesn't mean you have to use it, but you might want to. So remember I said I wanted this to be the base, okay? So these are my options to cut with. I'm going to put, ooh, I like that too, but it's too busy. So that's going to go here. Now let's see how Cricut's going to do cutting this for us. Let's put this on straight first. All this effort. Let's do it right. There. Okay, so our card base is ready. And now we are going to do it. First thing it wants to cut is my background. I think that's what it said. Yeah. Let's make sure it finds it. So, what's going to be my background? I think it would look best with this nice, hold on, I will show you. We're doing medium cardstock. and I'm going to use the Mossy Meadow as my background, my shadow. That's going to go with this one. So this is going to be against that, like so, right? I kind of like that. So that's good. Phew. Glad I was happy. Yeah, you really do. It works so much better if you have the papers ready. And the reason this is so easy is, honest to goodness, that's all I had to do. I just load it on and it's going to go ahead and cut. And we're going to unload. Okay, so there's our base. Yep, liking it better already. Then our white one. Oh, I cut everything with the white, didn't I? Good thing I have some white right here. And we're going to load that in. Hey, Sandy, how are you? I've been thinking of you too. Super simple circle, nice 3-inch. Unload, and then it wants okay, this is the one. The next one it wants is this. Whoops, let me get this out. It's this one. Okay, so I am going to go with this paper again, which might seem silly, but it's going to be fine because it's going to have the shadow on it and it's not going to be quite so many busy patterns. And truthfully, the reason I did this to you is I wanted you to see what you think might look like a good idea. Oh. Unload. All right. So there we go. Next is the bigger one, and I'm going to use my daisies for that. Load this in. Now, seriously, this is a really busy looking card. Lots of layers. It honestly is simple to do. The hardest part is truly picking the papers. But put the papers in a pile like this. If you like them, then you're good. If you don't like them, then it's too much. Okay? I decided to be really obviously too much so that you could see what I mean. Because you think, oh, well, I'll just use them all. Sometimes not so much. And let's see, this is the skinny one. And the skinny one is going to be this green, this old olive. The other thing you could do, if you didn't want to use patterns, is you could use your embossing folders. You could use all the school colors. Hi, Jeanette. So if you're doing a graduation, you can do various patterns in the color of school, like Susan Orange. And you can see that it doesn't take that much paper, so you could easily do 2 at a time. All right, now it's time for the banner. And I'm going to do the banner this time on our yellow instead of white. So I'm going to load it. And it's going to ask me to change put my pen in. Remember, that's a little magnet right there, holds your blade. You know I can lose everything, just like I lost the pen. Really easily here. So that's such a cute trick that saves me every time. And we're ready to go. Oops. I put too skinny a paper on. But no worries. I did that before too. What could I have done? Let me bring you back to here. I'll let it go. What? I'm not ready. It's not gonna cut. Oh goodness. I wanted to show you. See what it says? It lets me rerun it so it knows that I was a ding dong. So let's do that again. Does it want me to do the pen again? Yeah. Okay. So hold on just a sec, little cricket. What I want to do is I want to cancel this. And I don't know how to cancel from here. I think you have to say go and then cancel. Yes. All right, so what I want to do is, remember I said I made the paper too skinny? Because this one really goes to 4 1/4, and I've only got a 4-inch piece of paper. So I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to spin it and move it over here. Now I don't have to worry that my 4-inch piece of paper is going to be perfectly fine, and it will fit. All right. So now, that's what happens when I get talking. Continue. It took me all the way back to the beginning. Okay. Yours doesn't want to stay here? Right, Shannon. Yep. Hi, Denise. And then I don't need to worry that it's not right. And go. Unload. Are we done? I think we're done. Phew. Okay. Now let's see how we like these colors better. It didn't? Aw. It's kind of tricky. Doesn't stay, huh? All right, so first things first, we have to change our ink because we're going to go with Old Olive. Yep. And I need to grab myself my little spongeroo. I don't know why these cards need to be sponged, but they do. Debbie, you have me hooked. Me too. Isn't this calming? It really is. Hi, Mary Lou. You guys, it's contagious. I was doing okay. Why can I cut it with a trimmer and it's good? I cut it with a Cricut and it needs to be inked. I haven't gone as far as Mary Lou's little box, but I think I'm going to need one. Mary Lou has like this plastic compartment box and each sponge has its own space. She's so organized. I haven't been to Debbie's, but I bet hers is the same way. I just, honest to goodness, I know those of you that have been with me for a long time know how much I really do love Cricut. But I posted about it the other day. When I started doing Stampin' Up, I thought, no, they don't do Cricut. I'll just go with the stuff that they do, and I'll be good. And it was okay for a little bit. And then I missed it, and I tried doing the simples, which, okay, yeah, they were fun, but I missed my cards. I mean, I still love simples, but I missed my cards. And I kept hearing from a lot of you the same thing. I thought, well, there's got to be a way that we can do this and combine all the things that you love. And then I did. And I can't tell you how excited I am doing this. I love everything about it. I love the size, but I've always liked anything little. Clearly that's not me. It does. All right, so there's that one. So this, I put the dimensionals to give it even more dimension. Now we're just going to slide this little baby under here, lining it up with the edge. Now this is going to go here, all right? But I'm going to have to stamp it first, so I'm going to do that. This is kind of like making sure that you get the right order of things. But if you don't, really, the world doesn't end. And you're going to want to go near the top because some of this circle is going to go underneath. All right. Wishing you much happiness. And then I'm going to do this at the same time because I have the ink pad open. And this says Happy Graduation. These are the itty bitty greetings. I use these a lot because they generally will have something that I need in them. Happy Graduation. And then there's these cute little confettis that are in the So Sentimental that just kind of go right along the border of the banner. There. All right, now we can put the ink. Debbie, this is, I'm using two. The one that gave me that Wishing You Much Happiness, that's from So Sentimental. And then the itty bitty is the one that it's a 2 stamp set, and it has these all kinds of great ones. Like congratulations would have worked. Celebrate, lots of options. But I went with the happy graduation. Okay, so now you can go down. Oh yeah, much happier with these color choices. And then you are going to get some, you're going to go straight, but the banner's going to get some. I did this wrong. Sorry. You need to get underneath here. Get under there, you little bugger. Get. Tuck right in there. So, put this one down first and you'll be happier. And you can line it up with the shadow and make sure that you get it in the right place. All right? So seriously, do it. Don't listen to me the first time. Listen to me now. Put that down and then tuck this one in. All right. I just used Old Olive. And then I'm ready for this, and it's going to get some, there's a bunch of itty bitties. There's Itty Bitty Christmas. There's a couple of them. This one's an older one. And then happy graduation goes right there. And then, ta-da, one final attachment. And that is going to go just like that. Right? So this is our busy color with multiple patterns, which it does look quiltish, but I'm such a matchy-matchy. That's why quilting didn't really work for me, because I only like 3 colors together. I don't think so, Mary Lou, but I could be wrong. There's Itty Bitty Christmas. That one's really cool. Is there another Itty Bitty? Actually, I have 2 Itty Bitty Christmases. Are they 2? No, it's the same one. I think there's Itty Bitty Birthday. Isn't that what one of you said? Yeah, we'll have to go search. I know, I really like the green too. So, another way to do this instead of the pattern paper is to use your embossing folders and mix different textures. So the colors would all be the same, but the textures would be great. And then you have room in here to write a great story. You could put a gift card. You still have room for another stamp inside there. And this one has some really great other sentiments. This calls for confetti. Yummalicious, that goes for anything. Your friendship is a blessing. So you could use this stamp set and get all of them. This is a bundle, but I'm not using the, it does have cool dies. All right, so this one is in the store now. Go to the blog and get the coupon code, but it's only good till tomorrow. And we will be back on Thursday. Debbie has to go to the Deer Craft Room Den. Are there multiple things in there? Oh, vellum would be pretty, Debbie. Yeah. a layer of that. I think what's cool about these layering ones is kind of thinking outside of the box. I am not that person, but again, with the vellum idea, think of vellum, think of some foil papers, some glitter, the glimmer paper. Some of the more sedate patterns, like this one that I say I love, has some really great stuff on the back. Oh, the other one is the Parisian one. I thought I had some out here cut already. Okay, guys. Well, thanks for coming and thanks for playing along with me while we choose our papers. I'll put this one together and we'll see what we think. And I'll let you know. I'll see you later. Bye. Oh, nice. All right, you guys, have a great week. Bye-bye.